Hey guys, welcome to the Fight Age channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I really want to get 10,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. It's so close, thanks for supporting me guys. British heavyweight Dillian White reacted to a rumor that a tournament was planned to be organized in his weight. Dillian White reacted positively to the news, but offered to expand the format of the tournament. According to White, 8 people should take part in the competition, naturally with his participation. Maybe they should expand the tournament to 8 people by including me. An 8-man tournament would be awesome. Such a format would make everyone fight with everyone. That's what real heavyweight boxing is, it's drama and excitement. That's what we have to try to do, bring back the drama and excitement, White said. The former contender for the heavyweight title of the British Dillian White believes that his compatriot Joyce doesn't need to rush to agree to a rematch with the Chinese Zhang Zhilei. According to White, Joyce has to go through the recovery process after such a heavy defeat, and at this time Dillian doesn't mind meeting the Chinese in the ring. Perhaps I would have a meet with Zhilei, intervening in their confrontation. Joyce can go and fight him again, but it's dangerous. Let him regroup. Health comes first. He was beaten quite often throughout his career, and in this fight he was particularly badly hurt. Joyce needs to get better. Let's see what happens next. We have never underestimated Zhang Zhilei. I think he beat Hrgovich. This is the fight we wanted to get early, but it didn't work out. As for Joyce, I hope he comes back stronger, White said. Famous American veteran Zab Judah has said he wants to see Deontay Wilder as the next opponent of former United Heavyweight World Champion Anthony Joshua. I think Wilder should fight AJ in the next fight. It's a good fight with equal chances. I like both gentlemen, they are both excellent athletes, fighters with excellent conditions. Joshua is the king of Europe, and Wilder is the king of America. AJ can definitely become a world champion again. I lost, but then I became a 6-time world champion. I came back and won the world title 6 times. He's 100% capable of coming back and do it, Zab Judah said. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you really enjoy the content, then please subscribe to my channel and keep watching the videos. If you are subscribed, then receive notifications about the release of new videos. You do not even have to look for anything personally. I really want to get 10,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I'm trying very hard absolutely every day, and I need your support. Your likes, comments, reposts to social networks. Thanks for supporting me, guys. The Association for Voluntary Doping Tests WADA announced the results of doping tests of former United Heavyweight World Champion Anthony Joshua and Jermaine Franklin. Soon after the fight, rumors began to spread on the internet that Joshua had passed the positive doping test. In particular, Franklin also fueled interest in these speculations with his messages on social networks. However, WADA officially stated that the doping tests of both boxers turned out to be clean. Congratulations to Jermaine Franklin and Anthony Joshua on successfully passing the WADA doping test after their fight on April 1st. George Warren, the promoter of British heavyweight Joyce, believed that Chinese Zhang Zhilei was lucky in a fight with his word. According to the promoter, if Joyce's left eye hadn't closed, then their fight could have turned out differently. Of course, Zhang's left hand was amazing in this fight. People write off fighters just because they've never heard their name before. True boxing fans knew who Zhilei was. He is an Olympic silver medalist, and in my opinion defeated Hrgovich in an IBF qualifying match. So it is impossible to underestimate the merit of Zhilei, but on the other hand, luck in this fight was on Zhilei's side when Joyce closed his eye, which cannot be said about the fight in Saudi Arabia against Hrgovich. I think the referee made the right decision when he stopped the fight. Fighters enter the ring in order to entertain us and not to endanger themselves and their health. This injury became a problem, and it became more dangerous with each round. So it was the right decision, the promoter said. George Warren, the promoter of the British heavyweight Joyce, believed that his word deserves praise only for agreeing to hold a duel against the Chinese Zhang Zhilei. According to the promoter, Zhou was in the status of an official contender for the WBO championship title, so he could sit quietly and wait for his turn. Joyce was a mandatory contender for the WBO title. He stuck to his position and decided to hold this fight, while most fighters in a similar situation would not agree to such a tough test. Therefore, if Joyce decides to hold a rematch, then we will make sure that it takes place. We will meet with Joyce in the very near future, and then we will find out what he wants, the promoter said. George Warren, the promoter of British heavyweight Joyce, appreciated the possibility of a rematch between his word and Chinese Zhang Zhilei. The promoter confirmed that indeed the rematch clause is spelled out in the contract for the fight, but according to him, the decision should be made by Joyce. Yes, there is indeed a rematch clause, but Joe has to make the decision. That's his business. If he wants to fight Zhang Zhilei again, I will support him. We will do everything to organize the match. Listen, we are developing a good relationship with Zhilei right now. He has a contract with Queensberry. They are a great team, Warren said. Mandatory contender for the IBF heavyweight title Filip Hrgovich spoke about the defeat of Joyce in a fight against Zhang Zhilei. To be honest, this fight pleased me because Zhilei showed that he is a serious guy. I was criticized a lot after the last fight. When I defeated him in a close fight, I was ahead of him on all the judges' cards, but I was criticized. Now Zhilei has shown that he is cool. He came to London and destroyed Joyce. Zhang Zhilei overboxed, interrupted him. Zhilei just destroyed Joyce, so I'm glad. I knew Joyce would have a hard time with him. I was surprised that Joyce agreed to fight with Zhang Zhilei because he was a mandatory contender for the WBO title. He didn't need this fight. I take my hat off to him for this. But I knew from the very beginning that this would be a tough fight for Joyce, Hrgovich said. Mandatory contender for the IBF heavyweight title Filip Hrgovich congratulated his ex-rival Zhang Zhilei on his victory over Joyce and expressed the desire to have a rematch with him. Congratulations to Zhang Zhilei on a huge victory last night. He came to London and destroyed Joyce in the 6th round. Zhilei has shown that he is real. On my worst night, a few months after my father's death, I defeated him by unanimous decision. I am made of different stuff. Take a rest and I will give you a rematch, but this time I promise I will knock you out, Hrgovich said. Former interim WBC World Heavyweight Champion Dillian White commented on the defeat of Joyce in a fight against Zhang Zhilei. I'm furious because I wanted to fight Joe, but this is boxing. Like I said, if you keep missing punches, it's only a matter of time before they affect you. Unfortunately, now they have affected Joe. I'm sorry. Zhilei was calm, relaxed, didn't focus, dodged and moved. Hit cleanly from the left. Of course, Zhilei had to act calmly because he understood that he would not be able to fight at Joe's pace because he would get tired, White said. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.